Big sad, gamers. Huge sad, actually. Huge sad. Emotional warning. If you're not sitting down, you're going to want to sit down right now because this is going to get rough in about 3 seconds. Lucky Rod right there. Last episode, I said I was going to AFK fish, and I did it. I AFK fished, and right here is the final loot box opening of the Minecraft guide, of everything, of wattles, ever. Final loot box opening ever. This is painful. It's painful for me, but we gotta do it. Somebody's gotta do it. 5 Nautilus shells, that's beautiful. I like it, I like it. Any mending? Protection 3, no, garbage. Not very good. Unbreaking 3 though, that's gonna be cool. And you, efficiency 3, you belong in the garbage. Wow, 5 more shells, hey, that's really good. Impaling 4, piercing 4, those are cool, I like those, and no mending. Wow, Lucky Rod, you failed me. That's a terrible way to end your existence. Terrible, terrible, bad Rod. But that brings our total up to 23 Nautilus shells. That is perfect. We get 1 more, then we can make 3 more conduits to bring our total conduit count up to 4. Nicely done. Welcome back to the Minecraft guide, though. It's me, your guy, Wattles. I got a new skin today. What do you think? Check it out. It's based off of this fire Twitter profile picture right here. Big shout out to Not Magician over on Reddit for the skin. It's amazing. It's beautiful. And those shoes, I know you're wondering about them. Of course, they're Yeezys. They're 350s. Check them out. They look good. But at least we have a big day. If everything goes as planned, check the calendar. The Nether update should release tomorrow. We need to get the storage building ready for 1.16. Now, before the episode, I actually started our renovations a little bit by basically clearing out this section right there. At the end of the last episode, we talked about expanding this building. This building is going to get a whole new back section and a whole new basement by the end of today's episode, which means I shouldn't have done such a long intro. I know, I'm sorry. But basically, I moved everything over here. This is all just kind of temporary for now. The first plan in this expansion step is taking out all of these chests right here. What we're going to want to do is leave the main entrance alone and the most of this room alone too. I really like the look of this room, especially in intros. But of course, we need more storage. This room is beautiful, but the function part, it's not really going to cut it once we update the world. So we need to add on to this room. The easiest way to add on to this room and this building, I think, is going to be with a back section, and then we can do a staircase down there to go down to the lower area. I thought about doing a spiral staircase in the center, but I don't know. I want to have a lot of extra storage, and by adding on this whole back piece, we'll get a lot of extra storage, and we'll actually get a back door. It's really, really annoying to be working in this world, doing things over there, and then I have to walk all the way around this building to get into the storage building, so this is a much needed change. Now, the plan for these chests up here, they're going to stay. We're going to keep them there. That should be fine. We're probably going to reorganize pretty much everything, but those chests are fine up there. Those are cool. We could do the hallway right in here with probably more spruce wood. I don't have a lot of wood, by the way. Didn't really gather materials before the episode. So gonna have to do that at some point. Right off the bat, though, I'm thinking spruce wood coming down here. Maybe. We might change it, and then we can come in with some staircases, of course, and you know what we're gonna make. You know, look at that arch. That's a good-looking arch. That'll be the hallway to the next part of this build. Now, eventually, I think we're going to rip all of the sandstone floor out and put glass, just black stained glass. That'll look really, really good, which means all of these things are going to need to move. Where could I move them? Well, I was actually thinking that I could put them in the hallway here. So let's say we have 1, 2, 3, and then this room would begin right here. So if we were to, I guess, temporarily create that same arch on this side, that would be a pretty good spot to start. The sandstone can go away, and then the floor, we can just leave it like that for now. I meant leave it, that looks good, but now what? So, in this room back here, I want to have a lot of extra storage. I'm thinking that this room will start probably right in here like this, and then we could probably set chests back into the wall. Now, how many chests and how are we going to do it this time? Well, we're going to switch things up. Instead of having chests go long ways into the wall, I'm thinking we'll have our chests go flat ways like this, and then we'll do item frame, item frame, item frame, item frame. You get the point, however high we make this room. Now, this build, though, how can we work with the shape? I want to leave my beautiful trees alone if possible. So, we could do maybe 2 chests coming out there, then we could do that right there, then maybe we do like a corner, we could do like a turn, that could be cool. Then, let's say we do another support here, and the spruce is just temporary, by the way, we're just kind of using that as a placeholder. But if we did a turn, we could do double chest, and that's gonna get close to the path. I want to make it a little bigger, though. So what if we did 2 double chests? Okay, okay. Let's get really close to the road here. So maybe we don't do any chests on this front wall. We can move the road a tiny... Ooh. Ah, that's where we have a problem, Elite. So that's where we have a problem. Well, if our front wall was this right here, it would be really flat, but it would work. It would technically work. What if... What if we move this all in, though? If we moved everything in like 1 block, maybe even 2, I think we can get 2 blocks in. That could work. Theoretically, potentially, that could work. Absolutely. This looks good. This is going to work for sure. This shape is the perfect shape. With a shape like this, with a room this big, we'll definitely have a lot of room for a staircase in here. Now, I'm thinking the staircase will probably be one directional. It'll probably be maybe like 3 blocks wide, maybe 4. 4, we could center it there, and it'll go straight down. Then we'll have basically this room down below here, and this room down below here. It's going to be cool. It's going to be really, really big. Now, the blocks. What do we want to do with the build palette here? So, I am thinking about using the same blocks. I'm not going to switch the build up too much on the backside, because if we do, it won't match. It's just straight up, it's not going to match. But I talked about it in an early episode, the whole sandstone, acacia, stone brick palette with the orange. I like it. It's good. But me and Pam, both of us, are kind of tired of it. It's going to be hard for me to work with this palette today. It's going to be tricky, but I think we'll be able to do it. We could change it up a little bit, though, and make it look a little more updated. It needs to be fresh. So, when it comes to building, you know the deal. We do the detailing later, so that means mossy stone bricks, cracked stone bricks are going to have to wait for now. So let's start with the outside of the build. So the part of the old build palette that I don't like isn't the stone bricks. The stone bricks are actually fine. So what I'm thinking is we'll do an outside wall with stone bricks, at least on the bottom part of this build. Now, we have a little bit of a land difference over here. The storage building in there is actually 2 blocks higher than the ground out here. So, we're going to need to make an adjustment. I think we could make maybe the stone bricks go 3 blocks high right here. That shouldn't be too bad. Maybe even 2 blocks. We could do like windows or something on this side. But yeah, stone bricks are definitely going to be the plan for the lower outside part of this build. If we do stone bricks on the outside of the build, then we could probably just do sandstone on the upper part. That should look pretty good. And then we can do whatever we want on the inside. On the inside, all this sandstone, it's got to go. I'm done with it. Now, the build gets pretty close to the road here, so we're going to need to do a little bit of work here and make sure things don't get too crowded, because crowded is definitely going to happen. Like in here, that's not going to look good. To help keep things open and cool looking on the back side of the build, this wall right here, I'm thinking minimal storage. Maybe a row of storage chests along the floor, but nothing else. Instead, we'll do big windows, and the windows will let us see in because we won't block them with chests. Now, the entrance. To prevent things from getting overcrowded in here, I'm thinking that we could actually pop the entrance in. We have plenty of room in here, hopefully. Hopefully we'll have plenty of room, so I think we could pop the entrance in like that, and then maybe do glass and a door. We won't do anything too fancy over here just to save space and to save time. We'll have the fancy entrance over there. After all, this is just a back entrance. So, something like that should work. We're pretty close to the path here, but I think it'll be doable. I can expand the path a little bit in here. Over here, we're actually pretty much fine. So yeah, that'll fill this space quite nicely, actually. And actually, take a look at this. So if we have the entrance door on this block right here, then we have 2 blocks on the staircase, and then over here, 2 blocks, and then the entrance to the hallway, and then this part of the build. That's actually perfect. That worked out like pretty much exactly how I want it to work, which is crazy because I'm not really doing much planning today. I'm kind of just going for it. All right, so I think I'm going to do sandstone on the top half of this build, so let me go ahead and get that in. And the build, I think it's going to be maybe 4 double chests tall in here. We're going to stack them right on top of each other like that, and that should probably be good. I think that'll work. So 4 double chests tall, sandstone all the way up there, and then 1 more pass with even more sandstone. That'll be the plan. Now in this step, I am going to also go ahead and get that variation in here. So I'm going to copy exactly what I did over there to make this look good and make it look like an original part of the build. It all should be pretty easy. Big moves were made. I did some work off camera. I did some thinking off camera. I did some planning off camera. And this is what we're looking at now. We have a grand back of the storage building. 3 arches. 3 is the golden number. Arches are the golden shape. And then this thing in the center. So, what I'm thinking, and I honestly don't know why I didn't put it in quite yet, but black stained glass and a door. The cobblestone is a placeholder. Blackstone is going to look really, really good, I think, with all of this stuff right here. So, once that stuff drops, once it's in 1.16, we're going to have to get our hands on it and replace the cobblestone. Again, placeholder with Blackstone. That'll look really, really cool. And maybe we'll use one of the cool new nether doors as well. Now, over here on the windows, we have the arch there, so that's not really going to work for a window. We can't actually put glass there. I'm thinking instead we do slabs right there and call it good. That should be safe. That would mean the only thing that could get into the storage building is a spider, because this is already way too high for any mob to be able to jump, you know? So, yeah, we should be good there. If I just put slabs, it'll be extra safe. It'll be cool. It'll stay open. Now, the inside. I'm thinking the floor will drop down in this section, actually. So this will become a little step downwards, and then we'll have the floor on this layer right here. What are we going to do with the floor? Well, this is going to be really cool. I love this floor, and I haven't done this floor in a while. I've been missing this floor in the storage building in here to completely switch up the vibe in this part of the build, at least. We're going to do black and white concrete in a checker pattern. That's going to create a really, really cool looking area in here, and then I think with the touch of Blackstone, it's going to look sweet and a little bit evil too. Now up top, what are we going to do? I'm kind of torn still. So what I'm leaning towards is a line of Blackstone, kind of like what we did on the original storage building. Kind of like that spot up there, you see the acacia, but Blackstone instead over here, and then a dome. Now this dome will be an oval instead. I think a glass ceiling would keep the vibe of this building over here, the thing that we're adding on, similar to this one over here, because we have the glass ceiling over there too. But at the same time, I'm also kind of thinking a slight diagonal roof slanting away from this build. That could look cool and it would switch things up. I almost am leaning towards the leaning roof. I think it would be cool to maybe see some chandeliers hung in here, but at the same time, I'm still so unsure. I really can't decide. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to try and finish up everything that I know for certain about this room, and then we'll actually move on to the next part of the build, which is the basement. The basement is going to be the easiest part of this build by far. The basement will be pretty much replicating what we have over here and replicating what we have in here. It's going to be a lot of wood and a lot of chests. It's going to be a lot of work, but it's going to be pretty easy. Now, under the chest in here, to keep things similar, to keep the vibe the same, we're going to do the spruce wood right underneath the chest for the support. It is spruce, right? Yeah, spruce wood. Okay, cool, perfect. So we'll have spruce in here. Then in these corners, I'm thinking maybe we do spruce log like that, and then spruce wood going up. That should look good. Same thing over here. This corner, not too sure though. So far, being 100% honest, I'm very impressed with what I'm coming up with. This is kind of winging it, but not really. I mean, I've been thinking about the build. I kind of know what I want to do, but at the same time, I didn't like test this in a creative world or anything like that. Sometimes I do that before I do a build. But yeah, no, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be really, really cool. And yeah, the more that I think about it, the more that I am leaning towards a leaning roof on the back of this build with slabs, probably like a gentle slab slope. Maybe that'll look good. Gosh, I really don't know. What block will I use for the roof if I do that? Oh, that's a good question too. I'm not too sure. I don't really want to have to wait until 1.16 to get Blackstone to do it, but I might just have to. Blackstone is a block that I definitely want to use in 1.16. Even basalt. Basalt could be cool in the corner, actually. Ooh, maybe that's what we're going to do. No way. No way. I had the exact amount of blocks? Okay, what are the odds of that? That is kind of crazy. Not gonna lie, that's crazy. Minecraft sunsets are the most beautiful thing in the world. Change my mind. Trick question, you can't actually change my mind. They are amazing. But welcome back, elites. I have made a lot of progress on our build, and we can't check it out till the morning. Drop a like on this video if you haven't yet. Thank you. Alright, so yeah, the build, it's made big moves. Take a look at the roof line. So, I decided to do that slab roof thing. It's like a half-step slab thing every 2 blocks. I think it looks pretty good. It fits pretty nicely. Does look a little strange from this angle over here I found, but it's okay. We probably won't be standing at this angle, this spot right here very often. It's not going to be that big of a deal. I did set up the beacon, got myself haste 2, by the way, for the next step, but anyways, the build. From the front, this thing looks absolutely beautiful, in my opinion. That is what we have now. It reminds me of some kind of bank or something. I don't know. Now, I've thought about something. Below the windows, we have kind of this dangerous spot. Well, it's not really that dangerous, but we can make it more dangerous with the mobs. Keep them away if we planted sweet berry bushes right below the windows, and then maybe made like little planter boxes with these chocolate slabs, maybe? I don't know if it's gonna really fit the vibe. I'll need to fix that one over there, but maybe it'll look good. I'm not too sure. I'm gonna put it in for now, and we'll leave it there, and then if I don't like it, I'll pull it out. It does kind of restrict this roadway a little bit, but I think it looks good. I think it looks cool. Now, inside of the build, the thing that you really want to see, we have a fully finished roof. Just kidding. It's not fully done. Yeah, I started expanding the storage building and then realized there's a lot of nether update blocks I want to use. So all of the cobblestone inside is going to be blackstone eventually. This will all be replaced with blackstone. In the corners, we'll have either polished basalt or normal basalt. On the ceiling, I'll do basalt going across to kind of connect the corners, you know, to the ceiling. Then I'll fill everything else probably with slabs, either dark oak or spruce slabs. That'll look good. Over here, lots of chests. Lots of chests. And then over here, item frames on the chests, exactly how I'm going to do it everywhere. I just didn't finish it quite yet. But yeah, we'll put items in the frames like that. I'm thinking in this room, maybe like high value things and then mob drops or something. Then over here, lots of building blocks, the things that we use a lot. And then downstairs, the part that we're going to add in a minute, we'll do the less used blocks. But this room, it looks different. What do you think? I think the floor looks great, you know, with the slabs there, the grass under the slabs here. Okay, yeah, it's not going to stay like this. Again, I need nether update blocks. I'd like to actually change these acacia pillars into basalt in here and then wrap basalt underneath all of the spruce going around the circle other than right here and over here. On the 2 ends, the spruce is going to stay. It's going to be good like that. In the middle, I'm thinking even more basalt, which we don't have quite yet. Now, you're probably wondering about lighting. Well, the lighting is good everywhere on the spawnable blocks, which are these blocks right now. Glass, not a spawnable block, so we don't have to worry about it. It could be 8, it could be 6, it could be 7. Mobs won't spawn on it. We're going to be good there. That'll be fine. So, not too worried about lighting in here. We'll have to see what it looks like at nighttime to make the final call, but should be fine. Now, with all of that said and done, it's time to work on the basement, which means that this spot over here needs to be dug out. Now, which way do I want to go down? I'm thinking this way. This is what my gut is telling me, so we're going to go down this way. On top of these blocks, we'll place staircases. Don't know what kind of staircases quite yet. Maybe blackstone staircases, and then we'll step down into this room. Now, how deep do we want to go? Well, good question. It kind of depends. So what we're going to do is pretty much mirror this room identically down below here. So we'll have this layer of spruce, which is already there. Then we'll do a layer of basalt. Can't do until the nether update. Then after the basalt, we'll do backward spruce staircases with item frames and chests and, you know, all the way down. The bottom storage room will be equal in size, at least in terms of storage. So 3 rows of chests. It's basically going to be recreating the top room. Now, I've been thinking about how I want to do this, and I don't know. So, you guys already saw me build the top storage room way earlier on in the series, but it has been a long time. But, at the same time, we did kind of already build the build identically, and that's why I don't even know if it's worth a... Hey, scary sound. Okay. I don't know if it's even worth much of a time lapse. I think what we're going to do is start the build on camera, then I'm going to go ahead and just do more building off camera. I've been doing a lot of that today, I know, but we'll do more off camera, and then we'll come back with the final beautiful project. That's how I'm thinking about doing it. By the way, I'm thinking glass railing, maybe around the staircase, so we can see this beautiful floor. Oh, the lighting in here isn't done quite yet either. Can't really finish it till I can put the chandeliers in, but yeah. So, let's see. Down here, we have... spruce staircase, chest. A spruce staircase, chest. Then, down a little bit more, spruce staircase, chest. And then finally, spruce beam, bottom, base thing, log, right there. Maybe. Not exactly there, but yeah, that should do it in terms of the height, though. I think. Maybe. Oh, by the way, the floor of this room, that's going to be another thing that I can't finish. I am thinking maybe blackstone, maybe basalt, I don't know. I need this expanded for the nether update, but I can't really finish it until the nether update at the same time. But to give us a little bit more of the vision, I will actually be continuing to place cobblestone where basalt goes. Cobblestone will be replaced with basalt, maybe like next episode. One place the cobblestone won't be replaced with basalt, though, is outside of the build. I'm definitely going to leave the cobblestone on the roof of the build, where I did, like, around the edge. I think it looks pretty good there. Completely random side note here, but this episode actually has been really, really fun to work on. I don't know what it is, but this has actually been one of the funnest episodes to make in, like, a while. I mean, I usually have a lot of fun when I make these episodes, but this one, it's just hitting different, like completely different. I don't know why. I don't know what it is. I think it's just storage buildings. I think I'm kind of obsessed with making storage buildings. If I could have a world where I just make a bunch of storage buildings, I would probably do that. That would actually be, like, really fun to me. That sounds like it would be amazing. But if I did that, I probably wouldn't ever get around to actually storing anything. I'd just build a bunch of cool buildings and they'd all be empty, which, yeah, that defeats the purpose of a storage building. The nice thing about going with the glass floor in the main room is going to be the light level for sure. So take a look at this area over here. This won't have a glass floor. This will be like the back room lower part. Don't know what I'm going to do with it quite yet, but there definitely won't be a glass floor. I like the checkered floor. Over here, it's going to be actually pretty dark in here. We'll need to worry about lighting quite a bit. Over here, though, this is going to be really, really... Oh, I forgot about that. This is going to be really, really bright is what I'm saying. It's going to be great. Alright, I've got the real blocks now. Let's just place them in and see what we have. We have spruce staircase and we have chest. Then we have another spruce staircase and we have a chest. And then finally, we're going to need to clear out a few more blocks for a spruce staircase. And then, last but not least, a chest. Now, below all of that, we're going to do another spruce railing, like circle piece like that. And we were actually spot on before. Okay, perfect. So it looks like there's going to be a little bit of a cave in here too. That's going to make things a little bit easier to dig out. But the haste too is going to make everything insanely easy to dig out. Now behind all of the chests, I'm going to do stone bricks, I think. And then after that, I'm going to have to chop down a lot of trees, get a bunch of item frames, get everything in. And then we'll actually be at pretty much the final spot for today's episode. We won't be able to finish this entirely, so we'll have to do that in the next one. Won't be that big of a deal. But I think I have quite a bit of work to do, so I'm going to go ahead and do some mining, some building off camera, and we'll be back in a few. Waddlers, this episode has been a long episode. I've spent a lot of hours working on this one, and now it's time for the big reveal. But before we check out the inside, I need to get the first look at this thing from the sky. Now, I'm sure it's not going to be much. I didn't do too much to the roof on this build, but oh yeah, that looks different. I thought it would look really, really different. Sure enough, it definitely does. Goodbye, Gollum over there. But yeah, wow, that looks really different. Now, the inside. So, I'm really happy with it. I did something that I've never done before on the inside. So the inside, get ready for your life to change. Literally, it's going to change forever. If we walk up to it, we hit this pressure plate, the door opens. That's all normal. Your life hasn't changed yet. But right there, your life is starting to change. Take a look at that. That stuff, it used to be sandstone. Now it's quartz. I talked about maybe putting basalt there, but no, that's canceled. Smooth quartz is the way to go, or maybe a little bit of quartz bricks in there as well, but that's another thing that we're gonna have to wait for the nether update for, so we can't do that today. Now, if we keep walking in here, life hasn't changed yet. We're good still. Everything is messy. I didn't do anything. I failed. I know, but if we start looking down, our life is slowly changing forever because I did something that I've never done before, and this thing, I think it worked out really well. I'm really happy with it. If we look down, all the way down to the floor, our life has officially been changed forever. Yes, I know. Look at that beautiful floor down there. It would be better if we can go check it out up close. Oh, wait, yes, we can. Over here, the staircase. This is changed too. Talk about that in a minute, but the floor. Look at it. Look at it. There's no glass here. There's water everywhere. It looks so cool, and it's amazing. I love it. I really like what I did here. Really happy with it, if you couldn't tell, and yep, definitely gonna stay like that forever. I like it. The only thing that I might change is this block right here. I can't decide if I should change that slab to a staircase and, you know, have the water loop around like that. I don't know. So for now, I'm going to put that there. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Do you like the floor? Of course you like the floor. I know. Now up here, that's what we have. I decided to do a little bit of depth there. It's not the best. Maybe I could do some staircases in there to make it look better. But yeah, that's what that is down here. Over here, brought the red carpets downstairs. Had to bring the OG red carpets. I think that lights that up pretty nicely. Now down here, we have lots and lots of empty chests. It's time for me to sort this thing out, but I'm going to do that in between episodes. You don't want to watch me sort a bunch of chests. Trust me, it's going to be boring. The different thing, though, this spot right here. So, barrels. Your guy does know what a barrel is, definitely. I see the comments. I see you. Yeah, I decided to put barrels there because we have redstone right behind there. The chests, they wouldn't fit. I would have had to mess up the redstone. Didn't want to do that. So, barrels right there did a little bit of a pattern. They're facing forwards and then backwards and then backwards and then forwards. And yeah, you get the point. These barrels will be for things that we will probably never have a lot of. So maybe like I don't know, I got nothing, but it'll be for small things. Maybe I'll put item frames there, maybe I won't. I kind of like the look of the pattern. Now, the staircase. Initially, you know, we had that thing going sideways, and then I thought about it, and I was like, hold on, that doesn't really make sense. Why would I do that and add a whole nother room when I have a lot of storage now? I mean, I have this whole room, and then this whole room there, and then I have even more back here. I don't know. I don't want to overexpand the storage building, so I flipped the staircase. If we ever need to expand this thing, easy fix. We can turn the staircase, have it go down, then we would have room for another room and more staircases if we had to. So yeah, turn the staircase. Works better for now. If we need to expand, very, very easy still. Now, what have I done here? This looks terrible. I know. This is all going to be blackstone. These are going to be blackstone. Again, the cobblestone up there, blackstone. But in here, all of this cobblestone, that'll be basalt. These will be basalt. The basalt will go all the way down to the ground down there. It'll look great. It'll look grand, epic. It'll look good. But unfortunately, we got to wait for the nether update. So finally, the last thing that I want to talk about, the new organization system. What am I going to do? So over here, I'm thinking ground blocks. So basically what I had on this wall before, we'll put all of the stone blocks over there, even the nasty stuff. We'll do grass, we'll do stone, cobblestone, all of that stuff. Over here, we're going to put all of the wood blocks because we're getting 2 new wood blocks in 1.16. And of course, they belong with the other wood blocks. So wood will go over here. Then all of these mob things, they will be moved back into this room over here in this corner. Mob drops, hostile mob drops more specifically. And this corner, we'll do all of the valuables. So all of that stuff over there will be moved over here. And we'll have room for netherite as well, which will be perfect. Then this stuff, I'm not too sure quite yet. I'm just going to have to mess with it off camera, see what I come up with. But elites, I think that's going to be just about it for this episode of the Minecraft Guide and the storage building expansion. So, a little bit of a bummer. I know we can't finish it, but it'll be finished soon, I promise. By the way, you like that arch little detail that I did in the back, right above my head? Aha, I like that too. Big thank you to my patrons, The New View and Hush Sound 314. If you liked today's video, you know what to do to that like button. Turn it blue. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe. Hit that bell as well. Big video on the way tomorrow. What do you think about the skin? Tell me down below. My name is Wattles, and I'll see you next time in the Nether Update. Goodbye.